Another video is starting here on the Crypto Whale channel. I am Edward Scott, and this is your daily dose of information about the crypto world. Feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. The information provided in this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice. We strongly encourage viewers to conduct their own research, and exercise caution before making any investment decisions. Polygon has announced a proposal to change its native token, replacing the current Matic with a new token, $POL. With new economic incentives and revised monetary policy, we have a completely new scenario for the asset. This change aims to align, strengthen, and expand the use of its token, emphasizing staking and validation across multiple chains. But did they succeed? Optional use of $POL as fee payment. The most significant change, in my opinion, is the optionality of using $POL for transaction fees known as gas. Polygon argues that the use of the Ethereum token, $ETH, as the gas token can provide many benefits for Layer 2s. This suggests an incentive for other networks to adopt the native Ethereum token. It is essential to emphasize that, in my opinion, Layer 2 tokens that are not used for transaction fee payment have little to no intrinsic value. The competition for block space, the main asset of a blockchain, determines the level of demand for the native token, which acts as a ticket to the technology. $POL as a dividend-paying asset. The $POL token will function similarly to a dividend-paying stock. In addition to the predefined 1% distribution, we have fees paid by the activity of the entire Polygon ecosystem, including its own and third-party networks. This change in the token's reward mechanism incentivizes holders to stake and delegate all their assets, $POL, to validators, since a significant portion of the returns will come from the distribution of fees generated by each network. These fees can be in $POL, $ETH, or other tokens. If this materializes, the network's staking rate may exceed 50–60%. With a large portion of the supply locked, we will have greater price sensitivity both upwards and downwards. Minimal impact of inflation. The 2% inflation introduced by the token update has, in my opinion, minimal impact. In simple terms, the Polygon ecosystem needs to have a 2% annual growth in economic activity, which is quite realistic. If this does not happen, it would signal that the value proposition has failed, and adoption did not occur as expected. If 2% inflation becomes a problem, it would likely indicate underlying fundamental issues. Validator network selection. Validators can stake $POL and choose which networks they want to work with. This mechanism could create perverse incentives, as validator choices will be primarily based on maximizing financial returns. This may result in fluctuations in the security level of each network, with a varying number of validators in each period. One possible alternative would be the creation of validator committees randomly assigned to validate specific networks until the end of the period. However, with Polygon's infrastructure allowing third parties to create their own public chains and supernets, such a committee system could force validators to validate unprofitable or abandoned networks. Conclusion. Overall, the transition from Matic to $POL represents an ambitious and well-planned strategy by the Polygon team. The optional use of $POL for transaction fees, the vision of the token as a dividend-paying asset, and the revamped staking system present an intriguing path for ecosystem development. On one hand, these changes can create a new paradigm of incentives, benefiting stakeholders and validators alike. On the other hand, it is important to remember that these benefits come with inherent risks, such as the mentioned perverse incentives and the assumption of constant economic growth in the plan. If the team can effectively address these challenges, the switch to $POL could mark a new and promising chapter in the evolution of the crypto ecosystem. In my view, the proposed economic design for the $POL token is quite sensible and has a good incentive system for network participants. In terms of financial returns, we will only know with time as the network develops. And that concludes today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive daily updates on the crypto world. See you soon.